Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we will see how to create this fantastic organic rose window. We will start in the first tutorial with the 3D structure, and then in the second tutorial we are going to create the glass system, and that will be controlled by gradient tools like you can see on the right. So if you like the video, like it and subscribe to my channel. In order to create the glass of this organic rose window, we have to go back to the geometry of crystalline. So we created this geometry using this unit cell selector. So we are going to see how is this unit cell selector. To do this we have to disable the preview of the central part and disable also this boundary surface. Okay, now we are going to see this part. Okay, this is the first cell. From this cell is start crystalline start populating our geometry. So let's see how is the inside the unit cell selector, how is the geometry. Basically, this is the geometry. Is eight items. It's okay because the first index is 0. So basically, if I create a partition of the list of all the curves, I will evaluate the curve that I will divide every voxel from the others. Let's do it. It's more easy to see that to explain in English. So what I'm going to do is create a partition of this group of curves. So partition list. So the starter list is this. Partition list is the size of the partition. We can do it in an elegant way with list length. Where is this? Is it should be 8 here, yes. And so we connect 8 to S. Okay, now what we have is a list, a list with a lot of sublists. But you see, every sublist has 8 elements, and I'm guessing that every 8 elements are the element of one of the principal unit of the model. So to see it, we can, for example, disable the preview of the definition, disable also the pipe. Okay, now we are going to select an item of this list, item from 0 to 8. Let's see what happened. This is our course. We disable the preview, and we disable the preview too. So if we look only to one, we can see that If we shift from 0 to 8, we have every time curve of the same voxel. It is important to drive the following process. Okay, now I want to create a glass. The glass will not be flat, it will have a slope. I want to create a glass here, between this line, this line, this line, and this line. So what I'm going to do is to take the curve we need to create the glass and to join them with ruled surface. So ruled surface. So I will do like this with the item instrument. So I need of this curve? No, I don't need of this curve. I need of this curve? Yes, I need of this curve. So I go on, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Now, I need of this? No. I need of this? Let's see. No, because it's of this part of the lower part. I want only the upper part. Oh, I need it. Okay, I can start creating the first surface. So surface, freeform, ruled surface between A to B. Perfect. This will be our first glass. Now we go on, Ctrl C, Ctrl V is okay. 4, so we go to 5. We need it. Yes, we need it. So we create another ruled surface between this one, that was this one, and this one. Something is going wrong. You can see it's not what we want to have from the definition. But it's very easy to solve it because one of the curve is not well oriented. So we do flip curve, and we change not the direction, but how the curve is how you move in the curve. So it's, if here was the 0 before, now is 1. Let's see what happened. Yes, perfect. This is what we wanted to have. So we have this curve and this curve. Now we have to find another curve, this curve. Let's see, where is it? It should be at 6. Let's see. No, 6 is this, is not. 7, yes, 7 is our result. So let's take another ruled surface and we connect this one with this one, the 5 item with the 7 item, and this is our third surface. And now we have to connect this 7 with this one. Okay, we need a flip. We flip one of this. This goes here and here. Perfect. Our glass are okay. Now we can also open the preview of this part. Perfect. And we can see, let's bake it to understand what is happening. After we are going to delete everything. Sorry, bake. We bake it on the level 1. Perfect. I'm going to bake everything here. Okay. Now, how you can see, this will be our glass disposition, and I think it's cool because the flat is not flat, the glass is not flat. So if we render this, we'll have a very interesting effect of reflection and refraction of the light. So from the inner of the church, I think it will be amazing to see this this rose window. Now we are going to give color to these glasses. So we select all in Rhino and we delete, and we are going to think how to give color to that part. We want the color to change in direction of the center. So what we can do is create some gradients who vary depending on the distance from the center. So first of all, we create a copy of this surface, and then we create an area component to evaluate the center, and we want to evaluate the distance between the center and the center of the geometry. So we create a line between 2 points, and we give the center of the geometry and the center of 0, 0, 0 point, that is the center of the full geometry. So we are going to evaluate curve length. With curve length, we are going to evaluate length, the length of each one of these curves. So we have 140 values here, and so we are going to remap this value, remap numbers. So we have the value to remap here. We have the source domain, that is we have to work a bit with domain now. Mat domain bounds that find the numeric domain between the lowest and the highest, and we give it to S. So this domain has to become from 0 to 1. Perfect. Now I should have values something is not going well. What I did allora, this is our panel. Boundary, okay. I have to, yes, perfect. I flatten it, so this is the domain between the lowest value and the highest value. Now it should so now we have to have values that are from 0.0, that is the inner value, to 1, and this is perfect, because we are going to apply a gradient. So we have the gradient, perfect. We have a gradient, and we have lower limit of gradient range is 0, upper limit is 1, is okay because we have remapped all the values, so it's okay. Parameter along gradient range, we connect the air parameter to this, and then on custom preview we have our shader. We connect the gradient with the input part of the shader, and then we connect the geometry to paint with the color to the preview. Now we are going to delete some, to hide some previews, and so let's see that of this surface here we have the white part, white, and here we have the red, so it is perfect. Now we are going to copy all this part for each one of these surfaces, and but the point is that we are going to change the gradient of color for each one of the direction we have 4 direction. So I copy all this part, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, connect surface. Now I want to change this. We can insert color. You can use your fantasy to create what you want. I only want to show with only some preset gradient, but you can modify all the color of the gradient. Preset, we select this with a lot of color, and then Ctrl C, Ctrl V. This is why I copied before surface, so we have this very fast way to create this last part. Perfect. This is our final result, and you can also use the color to create a Blu-ray material, and this is how I did when I prepare the images of the first images you see of the videos, the cover of the video. And you can also play with these dots, and you will see it will change the color of the geometry related to the gradient. So our organic rose window is complete. If you like the video, please put like to the video and subscribe my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much to watching, and see you at the next tutorial.